Deep down in the corner of the stadium, the locker room of the Montreal Machine. Moments ago, head coach Jacques Dussault.
Pay attention. Let's go. We cannot wish for a better situation. We don't have to expect anybody else to do our job. This is playoff time. This is playoff time. Okay, you need to trust your teammate. They're going to do their job. Let's not try to do the job of somebody else. Okay? Let's work as a team like we've been doing the last 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, we came very, very close together. This is turnaround time. Turnaround time is going to take every guy to pull in the right direction. It's a game of mistake. There'll be some mistake. What's important is how long it's going to take us to bounce back. We're going to bounce back every play, and let them know that they're not going to win their first game here in Montreal. They're not going to win their first game in Montreal. They're not going to win it tonight because we're going to go in the first place tonight. Let's do it. Richard, break down.
This club was brought back to life and placed on the brink of the division lead with an exciting win over Sacramento last week. Time running short in overtime. Michael Proctor to Steve Fermi, his tight end. That set up a 36-yard gain and this 30-yard field goal by Bjorn Nitmo with 3 seconds left in the game, and the Montreal Machine pull it out and pull within a game of the division lead. Now back here at Olympic Stadium, across the hall, a different scenario, but the same intentions. This is Raleigh Durham's locker room. So coming up, it's Montreal and Raleigh Durham. We're in the province of Quebec, the marvelous city of Montreal in Canada. Multicultural, bilingual community nestled on the St. Lawrence River, and it's opened its arms to the World League. Olympic Stadium, built in the mid-1970s to house the Olympic Games, and tonight they've come, young and old, painted not like Picasso, but like Machine. It's the World League game, and we're inside. It's climate-controlled here, artificial surface, and we're ready for tonight's game between the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks and the Montreal Machine. And hello again, everybody, and welcome to Montreal. I'm Tim Brandt. We're expecting a wild and wacky game tonight, and you probably say, hey, you must be crazy. Raleigh-Durham's 0-7. Well, we think tonight they're going to throw caution to the wind, and we also think the law of averages has to catch up to the Skyhawks. More importantly, this game has significance for Montreal because with a win tonight, the Machine can jump into a tie for first place in the North American East Division of the World League. Now, let's take you back and show you what happened thus far in the standings with just 2 weeks remaining after this game. London still unbeaten, Barcelona 7-1. Those two teams will play the final week of the season. Now, the North American West is a division of mediocrity. Birmingham and San Antonio tied at the top with identical 3-5 records. And now this is tonight's game. North American East Division, New York, New Jersey, 4-4 after losing to London this past weekend. And Montreal, with a win tonight, can jump into a tie in that division. And working with me, as always, Dan the Man Marino. And Danny, let's start with Raleigh-Durham because this is a team really which has struggled the whole year.
Well, Raleigh-Durham has struggled, and the surprising thing is they're 0-7, and the reason they believe they're 0-7 is because of injuries, offensive line injuries. It's tough to win when a combination of guys get hurt. In 7 games, they've had 8 different combinations of starting offensive line. It's awfully tough to win when that happens.
Bad case of the Ophers. They're 0-7 in the World League, looking for that first win tonight. Quarterback situation.
Well, their quarterback situation, Joe Pizzo is their starting quarterback, and they're going to bring Bobby McAllister in some and let him play a little bit, use a combination of things. Talking to Coach Roman Gabriel, he says they're going to try run a lot of trick plays and some gimmick stuff to try to get a fire under this team in order for them to win.
And Roman Gabriel, he's a competitive guy, but he is really frustrated right now.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. But he's a definitely a great coach, but the thing is, he just can't get anything going with this team.
How about Montreal? Let's talk a little bit about them.
Well, Montreal is a team that, if you look at them, you have to look. They can't score any points offensively. And if you look at the stats, if you take a look on the screen right here, they're only averaging 13 points a game and 205 yards total offense. The interesting stat is, though, Bjorn Nitmo, obviously, he's their leading point scorer because he's their kicker. Their second leading scorer is Richard Shelton, who has 24 points and 4 touchdowns. He's a defensive back and a kick returner.
He's exciting. He's going to be wearing that USA helmet cam tonight, so we'll keep an eye on him. We're just about set. Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Coming up, folks, it's the countdown to kickoff. Montreal Machine and the Skyhawks of Raleigh, Durham.
Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
Sinbad here, going to the court. See, this is where legends are made, outdoors. I got on my black top shoes, the first kicks built for the outside games. Let me tell you about the outdoor game. You can shoot from anywhere when you play outdoors. There ain't no rules. How do you know when you're out of bounds when you play outdoors? If you hit that trash can, you went too far. Can't take no charge outside. You get a foot in your chest, that's what happens. Pay your dues outdoors, man. Reebok, black top shoes. You seen it? Now go play outside. I got about a 40-inch vertical since I've been wearing these shoes. About a 40, all right, about a 37-inch. I got about a 30.
No better way to face the day. When the sun comes up, then I'm feeling fine. Cause the AM surely is my favorite time.
The morning belongs to Speed Stick. It's what more men reach for: to prepare, to prevent, to protect. Speed Stick, 110% protection.
No better way to face the day. No better way to face the day.
Speed Stick, 110% protection.
The World League on USA is brought to you by Speed Stick. There's no better way to face the day than with Speed Stick by Menon. By Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the World League. By the Reebok Pump. Pump up and they're out. And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
Tonight we'll be entertained by one of the most exciting players in this league, Montreal's Richard Shelton. He'll be wearing the USA helmet camera. And watching, folks, he's a cornerback who has scored 4 touchdowns this season. Let's take you back to week number 3, Montreal and Birmingham. Here he comes, number 42. First, he recovers the fumble, realizes he can run, picks it up, and watch him work. He picks up a convoy and takes it the distance against the Birmingham Fire. Then later, the same game, Shelton again, the 5'9", 180-pounder out of Liberty Baptist, returns this interception 63 yards, and Montreal goes to win 23-10. Week number 7 in California. Here is Shelton on special teams. He returns this punt 67 yards against Sacramento, and look at him go. 4.5 speed and an instinct for the end zone. Folks, he does it all. One more time on the reverse. The Jet, Houdini Shelton, 90 yards, the second longest touchdown run in the World League record book. Number 42, Richard Shelton, and he will entertain you. So will the third member of our broadcast team, Michael Barkam. He's downstairs. Mike?
I'll tell you, Timmy, if Raleigh-Durham quarterback Joe Pizzo isn't careful tonight, this is the view we could all see, just like Marino, as Richard Shelton debuts and becomes the first cornerback, defensive back to wear a helmet cam. A week ago or a month ago, Tracy Simeon, your teammate and linebacker, said he wanted to show the folks how vicious a sport football is. What kind of angle do you want to show the folks at home by wearing helmet cam?
Just showing what a defensive back go through. Just trying to show them how to cover the receiver and what we have to see reading the quarterback and reading the receivers.
Now, you've scored almost 30% of your team's points. What's the secret?
Just being around the ball and making things happen.
All right, there we go. Have a good game tonight. Tim, back to you.
All right, Michael, don't get cocky. It wasn't just like Marino.
Yeah, Tim.
Montreal won the toss and will receive. So Wilson Hoyle prepares to kick for Raleigh-Durham. And deep for the machine, Mike Cador, number 81, and Daryl Harris. Cador is second in the World League in returns. We're underway. 4 yards deep. Here comes Daryl Harris. And Harris out to the 22-yard line. Tackle made there by Gerald Mack, the cornerback. Here's a look at Michael Proctor. He's out of Murray State. 6-yard average running the ball, so he's got good speed. 636 yards passing. 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. Those aren't numbers he's proud of. But those are things he'll try to change. The offensive line, DeRoche, Novak Graham, Kula, and Leitner. Those guys have been together for most of this season. That line averages over 290 pounds. First down and 10. Backside pressure. And the sack is made by John Carter. John Carter out of Pitt, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys. Now Montreal's skilled positions. Ricky Johnson, Broderick Sargent, also a former Dallas Cowboy, K.D. Dunn, Mike Cador, and Gary Cooper. Keith Jennings, the other tight end, is injured and out and gone for the year.
You see Michael Proctor right there. He's replacing Kevin Sweeney, who got hurt last week. Michael Proctor is a guy that can move around in the pocket, has a strong arm. The thing is, he doesn't have that experience, Tim. Hopefully he'll be able to play well tonight for the machine.
Kevin Sweeney, of course, injured that shoulder, as you mentioned, played for the Dallas Cowboys too. Second down and 11.
Red 36.
This is Proctor with plenty of time. Throws underneath, and Sargent is out to the 30, to the 32-yard line. Bobbled the football, but made a nice play out of it. A gain of 10. Defensively for Raleigh Durham. Ammons, Butts, and Carter. We talked about Carter up front. Probably the most consistent of the defensive linemen. Woodson, Glasson, Wilkinson, and Gatson. Glasson with a bad ankle, injured it last week, sprained it. They'll have to see how he goes. If he has problems, they'll move Woodson back inside, and you saw the secondary.
Blue 19.
They need one on third down. And Broderick Sargent's not going to get there. Tackle made by David Ammons. David Ammons was a 1989 free agent with the New Orleans Saints. They call him the Secretary of Defense.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Here's a look at Jacques Dussault. Spent the last 2 seasons coaching at Mount Allison University. Before that, he spent time with the Montreal Alouettes. Chris Moore hits off a high wobbler, and John Birch fields it back at the 20. Ball's on the ground. Montreal has it.
Timothy Samuels right here returning the punt. And Montreal has great special teams. They've been scoring a lot of points, causing a lot of turnovers on special teams, and they capitalize once again with the fumble recovery.
Henry Walls recovered the fumble, but it was knocked loose by Quentin Jones. First down and 10. The ball is placed at the 27. You know what's interesting, Dan, about that is that Raleigh Durham, last in the league in defense, only has 8 interceptions, but they're still number 1 or -1 in the giveaway takeaway ratio. So they put it on the ground, that kills them. And Montreal now with an excellent opportunity. First down carry around, they go to the outside is Ricky Johnson.
I left 23 dive. I left 23 dive.
I left 23 dives.
I left
the dive
23
play inside.
dive on 2 on 2.
Dive play inside. possibly to Broderick Sargent.
Second down and 5. Johnson left side, close to a first down.
Jumbo, 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 jumbo.
Jumbo is 2 tight ends coming into the game. When it's 3rd and short situation, they bring their short yardage people in.
Here you go.
They also bring in Mike Kelly out of Notre Dame, big number 62. You talk about Jumbo. DeRoche's 296, Novak 304. Leitner's 291 and Kelly's 290. 3rd down and 1. They bang straight ahead, and I believe Johnson got it.
They run a straight dive play over the right side of the offensive line. Look from the end zone right here. Lead play, Broderick Sargent, who's a good blocker. Johnson follows him. Ricky Johnson, good enough for a first down.
First down, Montreal.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, they go to Johnson. This time, Johnson loses yardage. Great penetration made by the outside linebacker, Sean Woodson.
Woodson, the outside linebacker, comes right here, takes on the block of Broderick Sargent, makes a good defensive play. The thing that you notice there is he lowers that shoulder to take on that block and still keeps his balance, and he's able to make a nice tackle for a loss.
A loss of 4. Woodson kept that outside leverage. He is experienced. Played with Minnesota in the National Football League and Toronto in the CFL. It's 2nd and 14.
Red 33.
The lone setback is Sargent. This pass incomplete. Proctor was going for his tight end, K.D. Dunn.
K.D. Dunn was wide open in the zone right there. Michael Proctor, take his time when the guy's that wide open, make a good throw. Take a look at Michael Proctor right here, seeing K.D. Dunn wide open. Ball's a little low, but very catchable.
9:45 remaining in the first period.
Red 33. Red 33.
3rd and 14 for Montreal. Proctor gets out of there, now throws, broken up nicely by Ray Jackson, the strong safety, number 47. Now there's a guy that was cut by 3 pro teams in 3 years. He was a 3-year letterman at Ohio State. And K.D. Dunn can only shake his head. So Bjorn Nitmo comes on for a 36-yard field goal attempt. And Chris Moore, the punter, will hold. Good snap, good hold. The kick is long enough, and it's good. So with 9 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Montreal is on the board first. It's 3-0. Some of the most congenial people you will ever meet, the folks of Montreal. You know, they call this the Island City in the St. Lawrence River. Zos is one of the world's most important shipping ports right here in the St. Lawrence. Right now, Montreal leads Raleigh Durham 3-0. 8 plays, 8 yards, a 36-yard field goal. The drive took 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So the machine now prepared to kick off, and it'll be Bjorn Nitmo who hit the 36-yarder, kicking off to Marvin Hargrove and Bren Lowry. We've had some fun up here. This is a great city.
Oh yeah, it's a nice city, and people are very hospitable to us.
Nitmo gets off a high kick that'll take Bren Lowry all the way back 1 yard deep inside the end zone. He brings it back to the 20. And there's a flag down as well. Tackle was made by Hensey Charles.
Illegal block on the return, number 86. First down.
Our referee tonight is Stan Kemp. And there's a look at Roman Gabriel. He has struggled. The competitive fires are burning inside that man. He's talking to his quarterback, Joe Pizzo. The numbers on Joe Pizzo: 16 of 41, 307 yards, and he's even. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for the year. Pizzo's from Mars Hill College. Been sacked 7 times.
First down, they start in a shotgun situation, something that's unusual.
Pizzo is sacked at the 1. The pressure came from O'Neal Gilbert and Ray Savage.
Well, Pizzo's in a shotgun situation here. See Savage come around from the outside, beats the back. Pizzo has nowhere to go, gets the sack. Has to maybe try to step up and avoid that pressure.
There's a look at Ray Savage. Out of the University of Virginia. It'll bring 2nd down and 18 for Raleigh Durham. Right side, John Birch bangs it out. Gets to maybe the 4. The machine has really been playing well. They still feel they need a pass rusher, but defensively they swarm. Stallings, Roderick, Wolf, Kuipers, and Brad Hankey, the offensive line. As Dan mentioned, they've had 7 different offensive lines in 8 games. Stallings was acquired before the London game 2 weeks ago from Team Dallas. Brad Hankey back off our IR. 3rd down and 16.
Delay a game.
Stoppage because the play clock ran out.
Well, they had 3rd and 16, and now this took too much time on the clock, Tim. They're going to move it back another couple yards. Coach Gabriel doesn't look very happy right now with his offense.
He's a 4-time All-Pro, finding it harder to win as a coach. Quality guy, but he's 0 for 7. 3rd down and 18. Every yard down here is critical. Goes up top, goes deep, and has the completion to Clarkston Hines. And it's enough for a 1st down, a pickup of 27 out to the 29-yard line.
Big play for Raleigh Durham when it was 3rd and 18. Joe Pizzo drops back to pass. The blitz is on. You see right here, Clarkston Hines on Richard Shelton, just a straight takeoff play. The ball's in perfect position. Good concentration, keeping both feet in bounds.
Not bad coverage by Shelton.
The ball was in a perfect spot.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. The ball at the 29 for the Skyhawks. 7 minutes exactly to play in the 1st period. And again, stoppage of play and a flag flies.
Looks like Desmond Royal jumped offside the nose guard from the Montreal machine.
Encroachment, number 90 on the defense, still 1st down.
Desmond Royal had an outstanding career at Texas Tech. 200 tackles, 13.5 sacks. Best games were always against the best teams like Florida State, Arkansas. But he makes an error here. Four wide receivers now for the Skyhawks. 1st down, they only need 5. Mix up on the play. This is Brent Lowry, and he's going to lose yardage. They're hapless.
They had a problem with the exchange. Brent Lowry didn't hold on to the ball. Joe Pizzo got to make sure of that handoff. Take a look here. They spread the 4 wide receivers wide. They want to run a trap play on the outside linebacker, and it goes nowhere simply because the timing was all thrown off because of the handoff.
Putzer and Royal got there in a hurry. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Loss of 3. This is Richard Shelton looking right into that backfield from the corner slot. Here comes Birch. Out to the 37-yard line. John Birch. Tackle made by Darrell Holmes and Ray Savage. John Birch is a former Phoenix Cardinal, basically on the developmental squad there. Defensively, it's Putzer, Royal, and Gilbert. Simeon is on loan from the Kansas City Chiefs. Adam Bobb, Dan Murray, and Ray Savage out of the University of Virginia. And there's the secondary, Richard Shelton, and we'll be taking his vantage with the USA helmet cam all night. Third down and call it 3. Ball's on the ground again. And this time, Pizzo gets it back. Well, we told you 7 different offensive lines in 8 games, and there is an exchange problem between Paul Wolf and Joe Pizzo.
That's so important, the quarterback-center exchange. Paul Wolf looks like he just doesn't get the ball up. Or maybe Joe Pizzo was not expecting it. Luckily, he jumps on the ball. That would once again gave them great field position to machine if he didn't recover it.
So Peter Bush will be punting to Richard Shelton. This should be exciting. Not a good punt. It'll hit at the 44, take a high bounce, and Shelton will take it on the run. So Shelton returns it to the 42. Sean Woodson with the tackle. A 31-yard punt, 8-yard return. Montreal leads by 3.
On Yosemite and 2 convenient McHenry Avenue locations in Modesto.
A patient's dark dreams become a psychiatrist's living nightmare. No! Red Wind, a USA world premiere movie, Wednesday at 9.
Take a look and listen to Richard Shelton's punt return. That's football, folks.
That's the helmet cam.
The USA way. That's special, isn't it? That's fun. Kind of gives you goosebumps, make the hair stand on end. First down, Montreal. Left side they go to Johnson, and Johnson is out near midfield. They'll mark it at the 47. Tackle made by Troy Steadman, and he's a guy, folks, that goes both ways, offensively and defensively. He'll also play tight end.
On 2, I left 25 search on 2, no!
I left 25 search. Look for Johnson to run the ball again.
Second down and 4. Here he is. Nice play from the backside by Ezekiel Gatson. Let's go down. Here's Michael.
I'll tell you, Tim, Glasnos is alive and well right here on the sidelines. I'm with Oleg Sapego, one of the Operation Discovery players. He is from Moldavia in the Soviet Union. And how you've played American-style football before, but how have you found it playing in the World League?
We have been in America last year with our team. We have 6 games. After that game, I have invitations from World League, and now I play the team.
I know you've had some difficulties coming back and forth into the country. What has that been like? Because I know you had to go through a great ordeal to get back after you played London and Frankfurt.
Yeah,
If I spoke Russian, I'd be okay, but I don't. So we'll just send it back to you, Tim.
Back Pushovayachik. Michael, they're working on Pat McGuirk, and they're stitching up his face. A few sutures. Chris Moore comes on to punt. 4th down, Montreal. It's a wobbler. And Hargrove with the fair catch. There is a flag down. 34-yard punt. We'll wait to see what the call is. That's the best of my Russian. That's it.
Illegal formation on the kicking team.
So the Skyhawks finally get a break. 2 minutes, 58 seconds remain. First quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well.
Looking like today's KFC.
Take a look at this.
Jack's back on USA, Saturday at noon, 11 Central.
We want you to join us next Saturday night here on USA for more World League football. The London Monarchs travel to California to take on the Sacramento Surge. Live coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. The London Monarchs unbeaten right here on the USA Network. Now, while we were away, Montreal was called for an illegal formation on that last punt that we took before the commercial. So they moved it back. They repunted, and Chris Moore, the punter, had even a better punt. So instead of the 34-yarder, he gets a 48-yarder, and the Skyhawks are backed up again at the 11. So far, the only scoring we have came on a 36-yard Bjorn Nitmo field goal from Montreal. It's 3-0.
And that came from a turnover on special teams. In Montreal, they're one of the few teams in the league that has great special teams.
Boy, the Skyhawks don't do well in the first quarter, do they? Bad case of the Ophers. 0 for 7 in the World League.
Their opponents do pretty well.
Pizzo fires, has a completion. Hargrove is out to the 21-yard line, and he will be close to a first down. Correction, that's Clarence C.A.
From behind Joe Pizzo, he steps up in the pocket, shows good presence. It was zone coverage underneath the zone. CA gets open, makes a nice catch for a gain. Here's Richard Shelton in the helmet cam.
Easy for you
covering,
to say.
yeah, covering CA.
First down, Skyhawks. This is Birch.
No, that's easy for you to say.
Birch gets a couple. Tackle made by Royal and Putzer. Only scoring was set up when Chris Moore punted to John Birch. But he was stripped by Tyrone Jones, recovered by Henry Walls, and that led to the Nitmo field goal. So a turnover by the Skyhawks, and it's now 3-0 Montreal. Second down and 7. Raleigh Durham. Pizzo with time. Now has to scramble a little bit, has the backside pressure, and throws it away. Offensive coordinator Johnny Walton to the left of your screen.
97. Dual right, 97.
97 quite possibly could be a pass play. Joe Pizzo showed great presence on the last play, avoiding the rush, not having anyone open and throwing it away.
Third down and 7. 5 defensive backs for Montreal. They go to the outside, and Hargrove cannot get it. Incomplete. It hit the ground. Hargrove doesn't like the call, neither does Roman Gabriel. So Pizzo goes off, and Peter Bush comes on. He'll punt. Keep in mind, though, Bush, the punter, is also a quarterback. And we were promised at breakfast this morning with Roman Gabriel that we would see gimmicks and gadgets all night, but we haven't seen them yet. Richard Shelton is at his own 40. This one's returnable. Shelton tries to get behind the wall, does. Look out. Look out. Richard Shelton all the way down to the 29.
Tim, he's an outstanding punt returner. He has great presence, and he can get to that wall of blockers, which he does in this case for a big gain on the punt return. Here's a look from the helmet camera. No. Here's a look from Richard Shelton. He gets to the wall right here. Once he gets to the wall, he knows he has open field, takes his time, cuts back inside for a big gain, 32 yards on a punt return.
Now take a look, Dan, at the helmet cam.
Good tackle, baby.
Somebody got away with a face mask. No call. First down and 10. Montreal. Backside pressure. And that's it. Proctor goes down. The pressure came backside from Quentin Riggins and Ezekiel Gadsden.
No one blocks Quentin Riggins. He comes free on the outside. It has to be a breakdown in protection.
For Gadsden, that'll be his 4th sack of the year. They only have 11 sacks in the season. So that'll bring us to the end of period number 1. We've got 3 to go. It's 3-0 Montreal.
What's that cool going down? What's that chill rushing through you? What's that light that takes your breath away? That's the
Which clamp is faster?
An old-fashioned screw-type clamp.
Or the revolutionary quick grip bar clamp?
Let's watch closely.
Here they go!
And it's over! Amazing!
Oh.
Now for the instant replay.
And look at that! One finger on the quick-release trigger and the bar slides right into position.
And there, he's tightening the clamp by merely squeezing the quick grip handle. And it's done! You know, unlocking the clamp again was a very nice touch.
The quick grip bar clamp, available wherever quality tools are sold.
When your office is 200,000 acres of rugged woodland, and you train the men who prevent anything from happening to it, you need a deodorant you can depend on. Men count on Old Spice deodorant. It works to prevent odor, to neutralize it before it starts. There's nothing else this effective with the clean classic scent of Old Spice.
Hi, Ann. Just at the office.
You bet.
Old Spice deodorant, because prevention is the ultimate form of protection. Count on it.
Welcome back to Olympic Stadium in Montreal. We're in the province of Quebec. Tim Brand along with Dan Marino, and it's 3-0 the Machine. What do you think so far?
Have a good game so far. The turnovers would hurt Raleigh Durham, and that's been hurting them all year.
No question about it. And they really haven't gotten the pressure that they'd like to get on Proctor. Proctor now has second down and 11. 6 defensive backs for the Skyhawks. They come on a blitz. They throw outside to Cooper. And Cooper's inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line, knocked out of bounds by Pat McGurk.
Proctor made a good solid throw to the outside there to a wide open Cooper. Nice gain, 3rd and 3.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Set! Hut!
They need 4. Proctor with a 3-step roll, almost picked off. Great read by Gerald Mack. The pass was intended for Ricky Johnson. Mack got a good break on the football.
Tim, he got an excellent break on the football. Michael Proctor almost throws an interception here that would have resulted in a touchdown. Just a little flat play. Mack read it well. Deflection, ball was a little bit overthrown.
Even too high for Mack. 6 defensive backs. Sometimes those are the only guys open, those defensive guys. Nitmo comes on to attempt a 39-yard field goal. So now all the speed guys, all the defensive backs come in for Raleigh Durham. There's 13:54 remaining in the half. There's timeout on the field. We'll be back.
How about a better hand soap?
Not us, we can't cope. We don't need no lava soap, no.
Regular soap won't always work, but lava with pumice will. Interested?
No, no, no.
Lava, but don't try to cope without it soap.
You old smoothie, melt my heart away. The original smoothie, Mars, Milky Way, make a life a little sweeter.
Tying the knot, huh? That's a big step. Well, the next thing you know, you'll be buying a house. Just call me. We have lots of ways to help you there.
Oh, I've always wanted a nice little Cape Cod.
Ow! Then comes the pitter-patter of little teeth.
Hey, we're gonna need this.
And things are gonna happen that you just can't predict. But you're protected. You just call me first and I'll put things right.
Your neighborhood Allstate agent, always on hand to take care of the things life hands you.
We've told you time and time again tonight that Raleigh Durham is 0-7. But it's not that they haven't been close, and certainly the effort has been there. Right now they trail 3-0. And Bjorn Nitmo is ready to attempt a 39-yarder. But first, let's go downstairs. Here's Mike.
Tim, some trouble here with Ruffin Rodriguez's shoes. He's a left guard. He's changing the shoes. Why is that? You made a little mistake coming onto the field with the old one. What happened?
I'm not used to the turf out here, and I use my regular shoes that don't have much support. I did it because of the slide on the bottom. It's better to pass that, but I found out I better go back to the old faithful turf shoes because a little turf toe will kill you.
He'll be out there next series, back upstairs.
What size are those babies, Michael?
What size are those, Ruffin?
13.
13. I could put 2 of my shoes in there.
Yeah, but they're quadruple E's. Well, we've got 13:54 remaining in the half. Montreal leads 3-0. We're getting ready for Bjorn Nitmo's 39-yard attempt. There he is. Now his longest field goal is 45 yards. So he's teetering on that right about now. Chris Moore, the punter, will hold. The center is Dan Graham. It's from 39 yards to extend the lead to 6. Low snap, but the kick is up. It's long enough, and it splits the sticks. Bjorn Nitmo hits it again. He's got all the points tonight, and it's 6-0. La Machine. Or Le Machine.
Good, Tim.
0-7 for Raleigh Durham, but they have been close. Let's take you back to week number 5. Raleigh Durham led Frankfurt 28-23. Just 23 seconds left in the ball game. The quarterback, Joe Pizzo, or Perez rather. And here's Perez under pressure, throws, almost picked off. And Cedric Gordon makes the catch. And Frankfurt goes on to win with 20 seconds remaining in that game. And Raleigh Durham still looking for that first win. So close and yet so far for the Skyhawks. That drive, 4 plays, 6 yards, took only 1:32, 39-yard field goal. So it's been a 39-yarder and a 36-yarder. A little repair to the nose of Pat McGuirk. They stitched that up a little while ago. Doesn't look like the sutures are holding.
Yeah, we looked at it earlier on the sidelines, and looks like he's bleeding a little bit from the nose, Tim.
Well, you get that when you make a tackle and the impact brings the front of your helmet down onto the bridge of your nose and just cracks it right in half.
Well, you would know because you're the kind of guy who would make a tackle. I stay away from making tackles.
I've got that scar right there, 40 stitches. Bjorn Nitmo will be kicking off. Marvin Hargrove is deep. He's back with Bren Lowry. This will be Lowry at the 2. Lowry spins his way forward to the 18. The tackle was made by Henry Walls. Bren Lowry out of the University of Maryland. He had over 100 all-purpose yards a game while he was in College Park with the Terrapins. Only has 121 yards for the season here. 3-yard average. Get a little bit more playing time now. Bren Lowry wants to become an FBI agent when he's done. They'd like to get a win first. Lowry and Birch in the backfield. Now Birch in motion. Pizzo double pumps. He's got room to run, but instead he goes deep. This is intended for Sprinkles. Wide open, down to the 20-yard line. Kevin Sprinkles, the tight end, somehow got behind the defender, and it's a gain of 62.
Terrific throw by Pizzo. He gets a lot of pressure, and he's very patient rolling out. He knows his guy's wide open. He just puts a good throw on it. Shelton recovering almost in time, but not there quick enough. Take a look at it from the helmet cam.
This is what it looks like to chase. That's one of the worst feelings in football is when the guy's behind you. Play action again. Pizzo drills it across the middle. And Hargrove has it inside the 10, and this is a good-looking drive for Raleigh Durham. Tackle made by Darrell Holmes.
Pizzo shows a lot of presence on the field. Looks like he's a good leader. The thing is here, too, he's a nice pocket passer. He's aware of where the pressure comes. And you see right now he's 5 of 6 for 116 yards. With 2 completions in a row to put them down to the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8. Birch inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It'll be second and goal.
Rough and Rod Reek comes from the left tackle position and comes outside and throws a trap play, opening up the hole.
Tackle made by Johnny Carter and Quentin Jones. They've been active tonight for Montreal. Second down and goal The ball at the 4. 2 tight ends, power formation. Outside they go. This is Lowry. Absolutely nothing. Machine defense in high gear that time.
Well, they stretched this play out very well. What Lowry should do is he sees that he doesn't have the corner. Here's a look at it. He sees that they stretch the play to the outside. Shelton's out there. Quinn Jones out there. He should cut it back up inside and get some positive yardage instead of waiting. He's a little bit too patient in this case. Cut it back inside. Maybe you'll score.
He needed a block from Birch and didn't get it. 3rd and goal on the 3. Mix-up, option. Ball thrown out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
It might have been a free play. I think Pizzo drew the Montreal Machine defensive line offsides.
That's what the players are saying. Melvin Patterson says it is against Montreal.
It's an option play to the right side. It was a bad pitch.
No question about that.
You see the flag come into the screen and the pitch going out of bounds.
Quentin Jones was a defender on that side.
Is half the distance, still 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal now inside the 2. So they did jump.
They jumped off sides, yes. And Pizzo is engineering an outstanding drive here too, and especially drawing their defense off sides in the 3rd down situation.
Pizzo, play action, fires into the end zone, incomplete. Adam Bob got a hand on it. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
See Pizzo right here, play action pass. He had his guy open. I think he waited just a little bit too long because you saw that Adam Bob was jumping on the play action. But he deflected it, made a nice play.
So Wilson Hoyle comes on to attempt a 19-yarder. His holder's Bobby McAllister. And Hoyle pulls the Skyhawks within 3. 9:57 remaining in the first half. 6-3 Montreal.
From the award-winning director who brought you Woman with a Tattoo comes a monumental new film about growing up. Renato Floresca's Dance with Your Feet. Enchanting, says Monica Desmond. Film critic Michael Howard calls it a celebration of...
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going.
Real is what we get. Real thing. Get the feel of the real. It's Coca-Cola Classic, yeah. Take the real stand and get down. Every beat just like it sounds. Coca-Cola Classic. Can't be the real thing. It's time they get real. Get Johnny Gill. So satisfying, there's no denying. Refreshing's just like that. Can't beat the real thing. You don't have to worry when rain keeps pouring down, because your home can take it whatever comes around.
Introducing Olympic Water Guard, the water sealant that protects brick, wood, and concrete from water and sun.
It's no wonder we'll stop the rain.
Olympic stops the rain. Save $2 on Water Guard. Offer good through July 27th at participating Olympic dealers.
Right here's Patterson. He comes down in the back part of the end zone. You see the play action coming here. Adam Bob right here. Clip. Stop it right there. Pizzo needs to throw it up in the air instead of throwing it on a line. Could possibly have completed that for a touchdown if he puts a little touch on it over the top of Adam Bob.
Well, how accurate have we been? We said we expected and anticipated a wild and wacky game, wide open attack, and so far we've only had 3 field goals. 9:57 remaining in the first half, and Wilson Hoyle kicks off to the machine. Here comes Darrell Harris. Harris out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tackle made by Ray Jackson.
Well, maybe one of the reasons why Raleigh-Durham is 0-7 is when they get down inside that scoring territory of 3rd and goal, you have to make that. You have to convert that into a touchdown.
I call that the red zone, but you don't.
Green zone.
Why do you
cash,
call it the green
money,
zone?
cash, green zone.
The Raleigh-Durham drive, 6 plays, 17 yards, took only 3:52. 19-yard field goal, and it's 6-3.
Red 19.
This is Harris. Right side pushes the pile out to the 26. What do you have, Jacques?
Sprint left. Sprint left. Here we go.
Okay.
Sprint left. Sounds simple enough, Tim.
He can't really hear me, you know.
It's probably going to be a rollout pass right here.
Set. Blue 30. Blue 30. Set.
They need 9 on 2nd down. Here's the pass, and there's the lick. Oh, my. Brian McFadder. That'll loosen the fillings.
Proctor is the problem with this right here. He does not read the coverage. When you see him coming out to the left side here, Patterson is right on top because it's zone coverage. There was an opening in the seam for his wide receiver who was running a quick slant.
That kind of hit will put your eyeballs in the forehead. 3rd down and 10.
Blue 9.
Proctor this time with time. He goes up top and throws out of bounds. It was overthrown and intended for Gary Cooper. Look at Pat McGuirks playing with those sutures in his nose. He signed with but never really played with the Winnipeg of the Canadian Football League. And there's Gary Cooper, 6'2", 193-pound rookie out of Clemson.
Going a bit away.
So Chris Moore will be punting to Marvin Hargrove. High snap. And Moore gets off a boomer. Turns over. Takes Hargrove all the way back to the 17. Hargrove's got room. Across midfield. And Moore finally makes the tackle at the 41-yard line. A 57-yard punt and a 43-yard return. So Moore with a boomer, and then he makes the stop. 7:56 remaining first half. It's 6-3 Montreal.
Got him. Got him. Need him? I got 6 upper running backs.
You want me to trade the Raiders linebackers? No problem.
Collect Pro Set football cards with your favorite stars in action and get a Pro Set World League card in every pack, plus a chance to win free official NFL memorabilia.
That first kid, you think he'll trade Warren Moon?
Only from Pro Set, America's #1 football card.
Awesome!
Cowabunga! This is Raphael, hanging out in San Diego, gleaming the cube and checking out the babes. Very different than New York. Saying that if any of you kids out there are in trouble or lonely or scared or just need somebody to talk to, all you have to do is dial 1-800-HIT-HOME. 1-800-HIT-HOME. I think it's a baseball term, though. That's not really my sport, dudes. There'll be somebody there to rap with you, and it'll be totally bodacious. Cowabunga, dudes.
One good hit deserves another. Today's top fighters return to the ring as Budweiser presents USA Tuesday Night Fights, starting June 4th at 9 live Eastern.
Here's the trivia question. Raleigh-Durham quarterback Joe Pizzo played at Mars Hill College. Do you know where that is located? Pizzo goes up top meanwhile and underthrows Clarence C.A. Well, for the answer, where is it located? Let's take you downstairs. Here's Michael.
Timmy, that's a piece of cake. It's Mars Hill, North Carolina. And I'll tell you, on that last drive, he looked like he was playing out of this world. So the Fighting Lions must be very proud of their quarterback.
Population 2,500. Fiction and fact from Michael's Almanac.
On that last play, he tried to go deep on Richard Shelton. Threw the ball out of bounds. Actually, CA had beaten Shelton. The opportunity was there for a touchdown.
Pizzo throws the out pattern, has it complete. That's Marvin Hargrove. Hargrove inside the 40 to the 37-yard line and knocked out by Steve Lofton. Now, Hargrove's an interesting story. His first catch in high school, in college, and the pros all were for touchdowns.
That's a way to make an impression quick.
Played for the Spiders down in Richmond. Also averages 18 yards a catch. 3rd down and 8. Pizzo throws. Hargrove was open and they overthrew him. Marvin Hargrove was wide open. Montreal, an international city, known for its numerous summer festivals. They're going on even as we speak. We're in Olympic Stadium where our score is 6-3. La Machine. This will be the 3rd punt of the night for Peter Bush. And Richard Shelton is standing at his own 10. This time they're going to try to kick away from him and pooch it down into the corner. Shelton goes at the 10, bounces off his chest plate and goes out of bounds. So one of the 4 don'ts of the kicking game. Don't be offsides, don't rough the kicker, don't let the ball hit the ground, and don't clip. The ball hit the ground. Richard Shelton. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll be back.
It's the Coors Light Rock and Roll Summer. Yes, the beer that won't fill you up. We'll be dancing its can off all summer long. Just visit the display and look for the specially marked cans, and you could instantly win Carver's Ultimate Stereo System, Cost stereo phones, Denon portable CD players, and cassettes from Capitol Records. We know it's only Coors Light Rock and Roll Summer, but we like it.
When you buy Valvoline motor oil, you get quality, and now, great taste. Buy 12 quarts of Valvoline motor oil and buy 12 cans of any Coca-Cola product. We'll pay for the Coca-Cola product. People who know use Valvoline.
It's moistened by the mist and sweetened by the sun. The Calapuno coconut is the favorite coconut in paradise, and only one thing can top it. Bounty Calapuno coconut topped with milk or dark chocolate.
Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
Get ready for a ground attack as the London Monarchs send in their bomb squad to try and stop the Sacramento Surge. World League Football on USA, Saturday.
The last 3rd down situation for Raleigh-Durham. Montreal Machine has 2 deep zone coverage underneath. You see Hargrove come over. He splits the seam. See Pizzo dropping back, reads the coverage. Hargrove beats the linebackers down the middle of the field, has an opportunity for a big play, but just overthrows Hargrove.
Boy, that was a big play, and they missed it. 6 minutes, 9 seconds remain in the half. Worst starting field position of the night for Montreal. Straight ahead, they bang with Ricky Johnson. And Ezekiel Gatson meets him rather rudely. These guys have to be wondering if they'll ever get a win.
Well, they're playing pretty good tonight, Tim. I think they're going to have an opportunity. Montreal Machine really hasn't gotten anything going offensively.
They say you go through 3 stages. You hope you can win, you think you can win, and eventually you know and expect to win. Coaches say they're still in that hoping stage.
Out him. Good.
Second down, they need 8. Gatson gets picked off. He came on the blitz. Here comes Proctor, and Proctor's out to the 25-yard line. Gain of 7.
Jumbo, 2 tight end situation when it's 3rd and probably 1.
Jumbo. There you go. I right 29 Tom on 1. Hustle out.
What is that, Dan?
Set.
Looks like a toss play to the left side, possibly.
They only need 1. Here's the toss. They've got the first. Johnson out across the 30-yard line. And there he's upended by Rafe Wilkinson.
Johnson almost drops this pitch from Michael Proctor. Makes a nice recovery, gets the first down, upended. Take another look at it right here. If you were a linebacker, this is what it would look like. You're scraping down the line of scrimmage. Try to fill the hole, make the tackle.
Boy, Wilkinson made the tackle too. Johnson now 8 carries, 15 yards. Got the first down. Here he goes again. Johnson spins his way up to the 34-yard line, close to the 35. Again, it's Wilkinson and Woodson who make the tackle.
The machine really haven't had much success on first down. They're putting herself in a tough situation of 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10. Makes it tough to get first downs that way.
Love. Set. Blue 19. Love. Blue 19. Set. Cut.
5 defensive backs for the Skyhawks. They need 8. Here comes Proctor. Out across the 40 to the 43-yard line, and Michael Proctor has a first down. A reminder to join us next Monday night for more World League football. The New York, New Jersey Knights will be in Birmingham to battle the fire. Or Raleigh Durham Skyhawks play host to the Orlando Thunder. Jeff Graham, the quarterback, shaken up the other night. Brett Pease, he'll be there as well. Live coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. And check your local listings for the time and game in your area. Proctor throws low, picked off. Ray Jackson with the interception. And the Skyhawks will have it at the 43-yard line.
Michael Proctor gets a little pressure here from Zeke Gaston. Reverse angle. 3-step drop. The ball's tipped up in the air. Very alert play. That's the one thing coaches want is guys, defensive backs that run to the ball. And when you run to the ball and you pursue, you're in a situation to be able to come up with a tip ball every now and then for an interception. And that's what Jackson does.
Play was made by Peta Samuel. He knocked it loose. And then Ray Jackson came in and got the interception. First down and 10 Skyhawks. Pizzo feels the pressure, now throws to his tight end. And Kevin Sprinkles is upended at the 36 by Quentin Jones.
That's a good first down call underneath the zone. A nice safe pass to the tight end.
All right, let me put your helmet on. You've got 2nd down and 1, maybe 2. What do? It's a waste down, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily, but they're going with 4 wide receivers. It's a good idea. Maybe try to throw the ball down the field for a big play because you can always convert when it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Pizzo, backside pressure. They won't get it this time. That play took forever to develop, and Lowry is knocked down by Ray Savage for the loss.
There had to be a mistake here. Savage is unblocked, and they have a running play right in to the left side. Lowry runs right into Savage. Savage is unblocked, nowhere to go. We talked about throwing the ball down the field. Now it's 3rd and 8. If you can't convert on 2nd and 1 when you're running the ball, you're going to be in trouble.
You've got problems. 2-minute warning. The problems continue for that man. They still trail.
Now available for the first time, the complete recordings of Olga Montero and her magic harp. This 4-volume set includes such classics as Eine kleine Nachtmusik, Amor ti Vieto, and Questa Oquela. She has been hailed as one of the world's greatest.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going and going.
Today, a guy losing his hair can choose between being the man he wants to be
We look great with hair. Do something to save it.
and the man he could become.
Can't you accept nature like everyone else?
Doctors have hair loss treatment programs that are proven to work, and the sooner you see a doctor, the better.
We don't want nature. We want hair.
When you've considered the arguments,
We might look great bald.
and you decide you want hair, there's only one thing to do. See your doctor, or call this number for more information.
A look into the huddle from Richard Shelton's view. 2 minutes remain in the first half. It's 6-3 Montreal. Raleigh Durham, 3rd down and 7. They may be going in his direction. Shelton's. They're only 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. Pizzo steps up into the pocket and drills it. Has Hargrove. And Hargrove is down near the 30, but it will not be enough for the first down. Tackle made by Quentin Jones. Well, he did get
22 club trap. 22 club.
So they'll move the chains.
Called a trap play inside, 22 club trap. Look for one of the guards to pull and try to trap a defensive end.
John Birch tiptoes across the 30 down to the 26-yard line. So on the play before, they needed 8 on 3rd down. Got 8 and an inch.
Just enough. Keeps the drive alive. Minute 23 left before halftime.
Five defensive backs for the machine. Hargrove in motion. Pizzo to throw. He's got pressure and gets the pass away. But the pressure again came from Ray Savage. They're blitzing him almost every play now.
Well, they play zone coverage behind it, but they get pressure right up the middle on a game that Savage runs with the defensive end, causing confusion in the offensive line of Raleigh Durham. You see, he comes clean right up the middle here. The guard's supposed to come off and block him. He doesn't come off of the defensive end. That's why he comes clean up the middle to pressure Joe Pizzo.
It'll be 3rd down and 6. Pizzo throws. Hargrove can't handle it. They were working on Steve Lofton, and the pass was just beyond the grasp of Hargrove. Pizzo comes out. Wilson Hoyle will come on. Hoyle's longest is 44 yards. This one will be from 43. He's trying to tie the game. He's got the distance. No. No good. 53 seconds remain, and Montreal holds on to its lead.
Did you know the cost of 2 12-page fax transmissions from these Minneapolis newspapers to Chicago may surprise you?
I got an exclusive interview.
With AT&T Pro Watts, your business can't get a more accurate way to send a fax.
He talks a lot.
And our prices are extremely competitive. Even though the other company would like you to believe, they always save you lots of money.
Wait a minute. That's news to me. Can I quote you on that?
AT&T Pro Watts, another AT&T advantage.
Today, a guy losing his hair can choose between being the man he wants to be
We look great with hair. Do something to save it.
and the man he could become.
Can't you accept nature like everyone else?
Doctors have hair loss treatment programs that are proven to work, and the sooner you see a doctor, the better.
We don't want nature. We want hair.
When you considered the arguments,
We might look great bald.
and you decide you want hair, there's only one thing to do. See your doctor, or call this number for more information.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Reebok halftime report for you with Diana Nyan, and she'll try to clear up the playoff picture as we come down the home stretch. We'll also have an interview with the commissioner, Mike Lynn, and we'll talk about some of the pressing questions in the World League, like possibility of expansion, why the European teams are doing so well and not so much in North America, and the exchange between the NFL and the World League. First down, Montreal. Proctor throws, has the completion to Gary Cooper. Was he inbounds? No. He only got 1 foot down.
Michael Proctor gets pressure on a little half roll to the right side, steps back up in the pocket, has his receiver wide open, just throws it a little high.
Now this call may be overruled. It shouldn't be. He's on the line. Now there is no instant replay in the World League. There's a conference going on right now between the officials.
Looks like he's out of bounds, Tim.
Oh, there's no question. So they call over Stan Kep, the referee with the white hat on.
We want to give Mike 2 plays on that, Coach.
The ruling on the field is the pass is complete. First down.
Oh, no.
Take another look at it. You make the call. Is his left foot out of bounds? I would say so. No instant replay.
Montreal gets a break, and Roman Gabriel can only smile the smile of sarcasm. Raleigh Durham in this game has 130 total yards. Montreal just 47. Roderick Sargent stopped immediately. Good penetration by David Ammons.
With less than 40 seconds left before halftime, Montreal has an opportunity to move down and get some points on the board. The draw play, I really don't like that call that much. It eats up too much time off the clock.
23 seconds remain in the half. Here's Proctor again. Tells his man to fly. Johnson does, and this pass is overthrown. You heard him tell Johnson go, so he took it up the sidelines and was overthrown. Good coverage by Gerald Mack.
That would have been a tough throw for Michael Proctor because he had to throw a touch pass over there and it was good coverage. Just threw it out of bounds.
Ex-Dover, 0-1, 0-1. Okay. Right, set. Out, set.
Third down and 16. Proctor has all day. Now throws deep. And it's almost intercepted by Gerald Mack, number 29.
I really like that, Tim. With 4 seconds left on the clock before half, Michael Proctor has a lot of time to set up and let his receiver to get down the field and take a chance, throw it up. Maybe you'll get an interference call. Maybe he'll come up with a great catch.
So the clock stops at 4 seconds now.
Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Hail Mary, Hail Mary.
And that is self-explanatory. Of course, that's the play that's worked to perfection for Doug Flutie.
Drop back and throw it up.
4 wide receivers. Proctor steps up and fires deep. I'll tell you this, Montreal has 4 down there and only 2 defenders, but it's picked off by Gerald Mack. So that'll end the half. Not a bad half. Well, wait a minute now. There's a flag down. Will they pick it up? Again, there's confusion. The official picks up the flag, and they'll confer one more time.
Well, you can't end the half on a penalty.
but he did pick it up. Let's see what happens.
Holding number 47 on the defense.
Well,
this will give the machine another opportunity to throw the Hail Mary once again.
Number 47 is Ray Jackson. So they bring the teams back out of the locker rooms. They all come back, head to the sidelines. And they'll tee it up one more time.
Tim, 2 years ago in Miami, the Hail Mary pass during the season, I threw it 4 times, and 3 times it worked.
Is that right?
Lucky.
It's just the way you practice it.
Oh, yeah. And you do practice that, believe me.
Peter Samuel comes off. He was injured on that last play, so he sprints off. They have 6 defensive backs in now. Proctor again goes to the same corner, has his arm hit, and now the half will end rather harmlessly. John Carter got the pressure, hit Proctor's arm, and it was incomplete. Right now, let's go downstairs. Here's Michael and Roman.
Coach, this is the 7th straight game that you have trailed at halftime. What are your thoughts on that and what it means going into the second half?
We know that we are struggling and trying to get things together. We've had people open for touchdowns and just hadn't gotten them the ball yet, but we're going to just keep telling our guys it's going to turn. We're in the ball game. Our defense is playing very well. We just got to make something happen now on offense, and that's the way we approach this ball game.
This morning you spoke of using some deceptive plays on offense, some gadget plays. We haven't seen any of that really on the offensive side of the ball. What are you going to do in the second half in that regard?
We also spoke of throwing the football, and we're throwing it, and we throw it enough. Somebody's got to catch one on our side. Yeah, we still got some things to do in the second half, so we're going to come out firing away.
No what's the matter play?
Wait a minute play.
Wait a minute play. I knew I had it wrong. Back to you, Timmy.
All right, let's hope they weren't watching in the Montreal locker room.
What's the matter play?
What's the matter with Mike? Wait a minute. We're at halftime, and our score, Montreal 6, Raleigh Durham 3. We'll be back.
And now tie with a win tonight. And Orlando, after losing 5 games in a row, found the Thunder with a 45-33 win over Sacramento on Saturday. They're now just a game back. The North American West Division has been the league's worst. No team will finish the season with an above 500 record. In fact, all 3 teams lost this weekend. The best of the worst is Birmingham, who holds the edge in the standings with a win over San Antonio. So, with a number of crucial games coming up, the last 2 weeks should be interesting, with the playoff picture completely up in the air. Next week, USA will show undefeated London traveling to Sacramento on Saturday. And on Monday, most of you will see Birmingham hosting New York, New Jersey, with others seeing Orlando at Raleigh Durham. Check your local listings. We'll return to Tim Brandt and Dan Marino in Montreal right after these messages. You're watching the World League on USA.
Sinbad here, going to the court. See, this is where legends are made.
Coming cities at this stage, we said we would expand in the top 15 markets in the U.S. and the top 10 markets in Europe. But we're going to have a board of directors meeting on June the 8th. We'll be discussing the possible sites at that time just before the World Bowl on June 9th. And by October, we hope to add at least 2 teams.
Are things happening too fast, Mike? I mean, here's the first year of the World League. Most success has been in Europe, not so much here in North America. Why is that?
Well, I think in Europe, your marketing is not dependent on season tickets. That's a day of event or week of the event ticket sale, and our country is used to season ticket sales. And by the time we got organized and got our people out on the street trying to sell tickets, we were looking at January, February, and the season started in just a month or 6 weeks away. That really didn't give us enough time to put people in the seats. So we're going to start this year in September, have a season ticket drive in all our U.S. cities, and I think our attendance will dramatically increase, especially in the U.S. next year.
Mike, how do you improve play and actually keep this from being a minor league team? You know Stan Gelball will get a shot. They're pro scouts here now that are looking at Chris Moore, the punter. I mean, how about the exchange between the 2 leagues?
Well, I think that we really don't know how many players we're going to lose next year. I feel like probably 15 players will play in the NFL next year, and if we lose 15 of our better players, then we're going to have to get 15 to 20 quality players back from the National Football League or from the colleges. And I just hope that we can work something out in the months to come, that we'll be able to get from the NFL. Personally, I'd like to see us get all 15 of them be quarterbacks, and I think that would really help the quality of play in this league.
All right, Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, we're at halftime here at the Olympic Stadium in Montreal. We've had a pretty good view today from Richard Shelton. He's exciting. We've been looking through the eyes of him, the Montreal Machine, and they lead right now 6-3.
Good tackle, baby. All right, good job.
Hargrove made a big mistake here.
Well, they tried to run the reverse, but they were too deep, and the pressure came from Tyrone Jones, and he really put a lick on it.
Hargrove got to be more aware in this situation. The ball was kicked to the left corner. You see here, and he fumbles it around a little bit. Right now, I should say the timing's off on the reverse. Take it up the field, get as much yardage as you possibly can. Even if they handled the exchange, the play wouldn't have went anywhere.
Gimmicks and gadgets will make you gonzo.
Hargrove right here. He sees the timing's off. Cut it upfield. Get what you can.
Actually, didn't even hand it. See him flip it? Flipped it out there, and Tyrone Jones is a guy that really put the lick on. So a safety to start things off here in the second half. Sloppy play in the first half, and they start that way the second half.
Well, Raleigh-Durham has had their opportunities to score in the first half. They could have been up by 10 points. They're just turning the ball over, don't take advantage of it, and then they make a play like this, which is a very smart play.
So far, the halftime speech is working.
So far.
So far. So they'll have the free kick and give it back to Montreal. Peter Bush will punt it. And Darrell Harris and Mike Cador are deep for the Machine. Harris takes this one, ball's on the ground again. And the Machine get it back. Do you believe this? Jamie Gray recovers it.
Well, halftime stats, you see Raleigh-Durham has dominated. They had a couple big plays. The problem is they didn't take advantage of it.
Skyhawks, almost 8.5 yards on first down. That's what they're averaging. The Machine only 2.5. And the score is in favor of the Machine. Of course, they did have a 62-yard play. That helped immensely. 14:36 remaining in the third period. It's 6-3 Montreal. Straight ahead they go. This is Johnson. Big hole, right side, across midfield to the 45.
Coach Dussault told his team at halftime that we're going to come off the ball. The lineman, you can see, really came off the ball and pumped up. His halftime speech must be working because that's a big play.
Gain of 19.
All right, 25 surge.
Another running play, 25 surge.
25 surge on one.
He's still not happy.
Shot! Red 32! Red 32! Shot!
Michael Proctor on first down, gives it to Johnson. Johnson tiptoes across the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Johnson made a nice cutback here. Slashing run up inside. He saw that it was an outside play. Nothing there. Cuts back up inside.
8-3 is our score after that safety.
There's a look from behind the defense of Raleigh-Durham. Johnson, you see, cutting back inside, getting positive yardage, running hard. Montreal just wants to have a good attitude coming into the second half, running the ball, see if they can be physical.
Second down and 4. Play action. Proctor with time, throws, has the man. It's done. And K.D. Dunn is down inside the 25-yard line. Ray Jackson and Pettis Samuel make the stop. But they'll move the chains again.
Let's go! Let's go! Blow their ass out right now! Blow them out right now! Come on! Blow this shit!
Here's a look at the play action pass. Michael Proctor lays it right in there to K.D. Dunn in between the zone coverage. Nice play.
How about Michael Proctor?
They're pumped up.
Taking a page out of the coach's book.
Block 81!
He'll give him a checkup from the neck up. First down, 3-step drop, throw the out pattern And it's dropped by Kador.
He checked off to that quick out because he saw they were in zone coverage. Samuels was playing way off the ball. He tried to take advantage of it. I like Michael Proctor in this case taking charge, knowing he wants to throw the ball to the outside, and he does it. He checks off at the line.
Hey, Joe, I don't give a shit. They got the ball right there.
He must have lost his game of chess yesterday. He's not a happy man. Again, play action on 2nd down and 10. Throws underneath. This is Sargent. Sargent bangs his way inside the 15.
Good patience by Michael Proctor. Zone coverage by Raleigh Durham. He takes his time and throws it underneath. Little play action, roll out. He sees everyone's covered down the field. He throws to his check down receiver, his safety valve. Sargent makes a nice run, cutting back inside. Wilkerson, 98 on the tackle.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Johnson loses a yard. Good play on the corner by Pat McWork.
He comes up, does a good job with support. When it's 3rd and 1, sometimes they were running the ball so well, straight up the middle, coming off the ball. You kind of question it when they pitch it to the outside and let the guys pursue.
Pretty good block by Broderick Sargent on that corner. Took Gerald Mack right out of the play. Look at that face. He's banged up. 4th down and 1. He didn't get it, I don't think. Skyhawks with a strong short yardage defense.
Oh, that would have been a perfect time for Michael Proctor to use cadence and try to draw the Raleigh-Durham team off sides because everybody was jammed in there low, ready to come off the ball to stop them on 4th and 1. And they just call it on 2, come off the ball. Raleigh-Durham beats them to the punch.
Okay. So you're talking about change the rhythm of the cadence.
The inflection of the count, draw them off sides. It's 4th and 1. These guys are coming hard down low. Get them to jump off sides.
Skyhawks make the stop. They'll turn it over. Raleigh-Durham will have the ball.
When you're off.
That black dot is a reminder for all that the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawk family suffered a heartbreak last week. Kenny Einhorn, the public relations director's grandmother, died, along with Marvin Hargrove. Middle of the week, both grandmoms passed away, and they are remembering them with that black dot. 1st down and 10, Raleigh-Durham. 10:44 to go, 3rd period. It's 8-3, Montreal. Pizzo goes deep, has a man wide open, and he drops the football. Oh, Clarkston Hines was right there, and the ball was on his hands, and he's got to make that catch, and he didn't.
Tim, no doubt about it. Pizzo makes a nice pump fake. One-on-one coverage on the outside. You see the pump fake. He has Lofton beat. He has to run through that ball. It looks like he takes his eye off it a little bit. His head is not looking the ball into his hands, and he could have caught that on the run for a touchdown, and Roman Gabriel does not like that.
I don't blame him. 2nd down and 10. Lowry's nailed. Hit hard by Roland Putzer and Adam Bob.
Well, Coach Roman Gabriel said they were going to throw the ball up and try to make some big plays. They had an opportunity on the last play. They continue to do that. They're going to hit one of those, Tim, for a big play.
You're looking through the eyes of Richard Shelton. Played for the Broncos. Excellent speed. Throws across the middle. Another one dropped, and he paid the price. Melvin Patterson had it knocked away by Quentin Jones.
Patterson is running a pattern in the seam. It's a zone coverage. Look at Quentin Jones coming over here and nailing Patterson. The ball's just thrown behind him. Boom, right there. DBs love that.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to get hit that hard, you might as well make the catch. Peter Bush punting to Richard Shelton. Shelton's been the highlight of the game. But this time, he has nowhere to run. 39-yard punt, not much return. Ray Jackson made the tackle. 8:55.
Now again, number 80 come down the seam wide open, right? Number 80, that one you got the hit on.
Who's in lock?
Oh, that was a wide out.
We lock weak. He came down, pushed him in.
Okay,
then the guy came out in the flat. I played in between them.
That's a good job.
Quentin over top.
Let him go to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him run right to you.
Yeah.
Richard Shelton getting some instructions on the bench. First down and 10, Montreal. This is Johnson. Johnson's into Raleigh-Durham territory. Has the first down, and he's knocked out of bounds by Hickerson.
Good run by Ricky Johnson. He shows a lot of patience and he lets his blocking develop. Then he makes a burst to the outside and turns it up. He has 14 carries tonight for 58 yards, and he's continuing to run the ball well.
8:35 remaining in the third period. First down and 10, the Machine. They lead by 5. Proctor on play action gets it out to Sargent, and Sargent gets a block. Broderick Sargent all the way down to the 29-yard line, and now flags fly everywhere. Gain of 13.
Quite possibly could be a late hit.
Big crowd here in Montreal tonight. Almost 30,000. And they lead the league in attendance. They average 38. Almost 39. London, Barcelona right behind there, and then New York, New Jersey.
The officials are discussing the flag that's on the field, and it's going against Montreal, I believe.
It's going to be a personal foul against Grabizna.
Repeat, first down.
Erwin Grabizna out of Case Western.
They really didn't give us the call there.
Personal foul. First down. They go to Harris. Harris with a big hole. Gets some of that yardage back. Gerald Mack throws him down by the collar.
Machine has been running the ball.
I left 25. Well. I left 24 search. I left 24 search.
I left 24
I
search.
left 24 search on one.
What does that mean?
It's going to be a I formation isolation play to the right side of the Machine line. Search is far, just pick your hole.
Second down, they need 4. Picks it pretty good when he gets close to the first down markers. That's Darrell Harris, the ball carrier. And the electrical engineer out of Case Western makes the tackle. Erwin Grabizna. 20,123 folks taking time out of the summer festivals and come over here to join us for this football game. It's third down and 1, Machine. Quarterback sneak straight ahead. They need 1. And the Machine say they got it. We'll see where it's marked. Here's Michael Proctor looking down through the legs of the official, trying to see where the sticks are. See if in fact he got it, and he did. First down, Machine.
Michael Proctor's showing a lot of leadership now in the second half. He came out at halftime, fired up, trying to lead his team to a victory.
Well, they call him the General. That's his nickname. He holds all the passing records at Murray State. Threw for over 8,600 yards. Also had a 3.0 grade point average. Majored in safety engineering. Engineering a pretty good drive right here. Here he throws to Broderick Sargent. Sargent breaks 1 tackle and then is knocked out of bounds on the 26.
He's showing great patience also. Play action pass. Raleigh Durham is dropping into zone coverage. His backs are there. They're open. He's completing the ball. Good positive yardage on first down. In the first half, they weren't doing so well on first down.
Well, this will bring up second down and 5. So Rafe Wilkinson, the linebacker, comes out. Eric Hickerson, another defensive back, comes in for the Skyhawks. Backside pressure. Oh, ball's loose. Skyhawks have it.
Proctor looks like he's hurt.
Grabizna came on the backside blitz. And you can hear Proctor groaning. He is hurt.
Fuck!
Live television, folks. The pressure came from Woodson on the blitz. Watch this, number 59, and Grabizna makes the recovery.
Woodson, big hit from the blind side. Michael Proctor did not expect it. When you hear him grunting like that, he gets the wind knocked out of him when you get hit with a helmet like that in the side.
Here comes the reverse. Clarkston Hines needs a block. Doesn't get it. The machine defended nicely. Ray Savage stayed at home, never lost containment.
Good call on first down. Take a chance on a big play. But Savage stays at home, like you said, which every good outside linebacker will do. Check for the reverse first before you pursue. Proctor standing up, moving around, talking to some of his offensive linemen. Looks fine. Looks like he'll be back in the game.
Second down and 9. Underneath they go, incomplete. This ball just dropped by John Birch.
Raleigh Durham their receivers have been dropping a lot of passes.
Now the pass was thrown a little bit behind Birch. Certainly catchable. He's got to make that catch.
Very catchable.
He doesn't have a headache. He's just trying to listen closely to his receiver and get the call. You hear the coaches making the calls, the plays, and there's a radio transmitter, and inside the quarterback's helmet is a receiver, and he can hear that. Meanwhile, Raleigh Durham wants a timeout with 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the third period. Skyhawks still very much alive here. It's not a pretty ball game, and it hadn't been extremely well played, but they only trail by 5.
Steve, postpone it. Postpone it.
Machine quarterback Michael Proctor, you took quite a rap. How do you feel right now?
Oh, I feel all right. I just got the wind knocked out of me. I'll bounce back.
What's it like to get a rap like that? Take a look at what happened, or we will take a look after this, but what's it feel like to get a shot like that?
I mean, that's all part of the game. He had a good lick. He had a good lick on me, and I just got to bounce back. It hurt a little, but it'll be all right.
Here's a look at it. Now, you know you got that earphone in your helmet. Does Coach ever say blindside coming?
No, he doesn't do that. He just let it happen. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's part of the game. You're going to get bumps and bruises.
All right, go back in. Have a good time. Back to you, Tim.
All right, Michael. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. Hurts just as much the second time watching it.
Tim, he has a good attitude, too, considering the circumstances. His offensive lineman let a guy come free, and he takes a big shot.
You're right. Raleigh Durham needed 9. Pizzo got it on the scramble, so it's first down Skyhawks. Lowry off the right side. Gets a couple more.
Raleigh Durham has been trying to run this trap play all night, and they haven't been very successful doing it. Maybe what they ought to do is...
Play pass, 45M hunch. 826 check suit.
Look at Johnny Walton.
Couldn't hear that one. What they ought to do maybe is fake that trap play, let Pizzo come out on a bootleg. It looks like that could be open for them since they've run it so many times.
Johnny Walton was a pretty fair quarterback in his time. Two minutes, 39 seconds remain in the third quarter.
And the officials are asking to reset the 25-second clock, and they do.
And it'll bring up second down and 9, Skyhawks. Play action for Pizzo. Gets those nervous feet, now throws, and has the completion to Kevin Sprinkles as tight end. But it will not be enough for the first down.
Nice completion, though, underneath the zone coverage. It puts him in a good situation in third down. But no, they say it's incomplete, Tim.
Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, and Michael Barkan with you at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. It's the Machine in Raleigh-Durham. All we've had 3 field goals and a safety. It's 8-3, Montreal. Raleigh-Durham, Pizzo fires, has the completion this time to Clarence C.A. And that is a first down for the Skyhawks.
Good throw by Pizzo in a tough situation on 3rd and 9. Sets up in his pocket nice. Right here, gets time to throw. In the zone coverage, CA on the curl route in front of the defensive back. Makes a good catch for a first down.
Now Pizzo started out with a hot hand. He was 5 for 6, but then went into a drought. He's now 8 for 18. 114, 113. And Montreal will take a timeout with 1:11 remaining in the third quarter. Skyhawks are threatening. .111 remaining, third period. It's 8-3 Montreal. Skyhawks now with a first down and 10. Here's the flea flicker. Pizzo has some problems back there and now throws it away. The Machine not fooled at all by that one.
Raleigh-Durham went to a 2 tight end offense there, something they haven't done all night.
Draw. Brown left. 5 leg draw. 24 leg draw.
The pitch back to the quarterback there didn't work. Alert play by the secondary of the Montreal Machine. They didn't get caught up in coming up to support on the run. They stayed back in their coverage, consequently an incomplete pass.
Hines in motion. They run the draw. John Birch down to the 27. Tackle made by Adam Bob. Here's a look at the Coors Silver Bullet receiving statistics. The standings of the World League receivers ranked statistically. This does include yardage from yesterday's games. Judd Garrett out of London still on top, having a big year with 60 receptions. Stan Gelbaugh is having a terrific year, the quarterback. And Williams, Parker, Bell, and Galbraith. One of the Raleigh-Durham players shaken up. Ruffin Rodriguez, a big rookie out of LSU.
Raleigh-Durham has been very unlucky. A lot of their offensive linemen are getting hurt. We talked about it earlier in the night. Hopefully, Ruffin's okay and get up and get back in the ball game.
Danny, you like amazing stories. Here's one for you. Patrick Swayze and Gregory Hines had an all-star cast in Amazing Stories, the movie, Part 4. USA Movie, Thursday night. You can see it 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, right here on USA Network. Ruffin Rodriguez is helped off. And the offensive line problems continue. While we have a second, I want to pass along our best wishes to one of the real gentlemen of the television business and a good friend. Keith Jackson of ABC Sports is recovering from surgery. He's doing great. But KJ, we're thinking of you, partner. Can't wait to see you back up and around and on the golf course. We've got 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for Raleigh-Durham. They're only 3 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. And Terry Gray replaces Rodriguez on the line. Pizzo on the roll. Stop, fires, has a man, and has the first down. It's Kevin Sprinkles, his tight end. It's a gain of 13. So they'll move the chains, and once again, Raleigh-Durham moves into the red zone, or the green zone. This is money time. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino with you, and as we start the final 15 minutes here at Olympic Stadium, it is a Raleigh-Durham drive, and it was kept alive by this third down play.
You see Joe Pizzo roll to his left. It's zone coverage. You see the 2 linebackers here. Sprinkles comes inside into zone coverage. Roll it. The thing here is he knows where to sit down in the zone, and Pizzo reads it, looks to his left, gets the linebackers to draw over, then he throws in here for enough for a first down.
Pizzo on first, goes to the corner, and overthrows Marvin Hargrove. And again, Dan, he was open.
Now, he might have been open, but the thing I like that Pizzo's doing tonight is he's not making any mistakes, throwing interceptions, taking chances. If a guy's not open, he's throwing the ball away, giving his offense another opportunity on the next down to be successful.
This team is 8th in the league in total offense. They're dead last in defense. But they're consistent. 8th in the run, 8th in the pass, 8th overall. Out of the shotgun. Birch looks back, and Pizzo gets nailed out on the corner. Who else? Richard Shelton.
Raleigh Durham and Roman Gabriel pulling out all stops with a throwback play to the quarterback. The only problem is here is the machine plays zone defense. The play would work if it's man coverage.
It's a good point.
See right here, Birch throws it back, but Shelton's there because it's zone coverage. If it was man coverage, he wouldn't have been there. They would have had a touchdown.
Pizzo on play action is thrown down from behind by Johnny Carter. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. And it will also bring on Wilson Hoyle, the field goal kicker.
He got a lot of pressure there. He was fortunate he threw that ball away, or else if he was sacked, it could have taken them out of field goal range.
Now Raleigh-Durham trails by 5. They'll try to get 3 back here. If I'm on defense, I'm looking for the fake. It's a 32-yard attempt. No fake. Kick is up, and it's good. So it's 8-6. Not the Expos playing tonight. The score sounds like it, but it's the machine.
The Allstate. Brought to you by Allstate for home auto, life, and business.
Barkan's not in that, but he's close. Where are you, Michael?
I'm just making sure, because I'm a team guy, I'm making sure that the receiver for helmet cam is okay, and I'm proud to tell you it is. We're about 500 feet above the floor of Olympic Stadium, and I got 5 guys holding on to me up here. It's quite a view, let me tell you. I feel like Bob Uecker. I'll tell you, between you guys and Esiason and Nessler, I got the best seat in the house every time. Back to you, Tim.
I hope you have your parachute on as well.
I got a bungee cord.
Wilson Hoyle to kick off. Raleigh-Durham trails by 2. And the machine let this one go right on through. Boy, Hoyle nailed that one. You think he's not pumped up? Look at the game summary, total yards. Montreal started to get some yardage. They trailed big in that category, but now they've climbed back into it. Sprinkles, 4 catches, 91 yards, and Nitmo, 2 for 2 field goals, 36 and 39 yards. That's been the scoring. Hoyle just got one as well. He now has 2, and it's 8-6. 6 defensive backs for the Skyhawks. First down, Montreal. This is Ricky Johnson. Johnson's out to the 24. Tackle made by Gerald Mack.
The machine continue to run Johnson on first down, and they're getting positive yardage. It's an attitude thing. They feel they could just come off the ball and block and push the defensive line back and get positive yards. If they continue to do this, they're going to be successful.
Who is that imposter?
Hey,
you were wondering where that jersey went.
Yeah, I know it. Get that guy. Where is he?
Second down and 6. They bang ahead. And second effort gets the first down. Johnson's having a big night. 16 carries, 69 yards. Michael Proctor checking off. Again, it's Johnson, and he's upended at the 34-yard line by Rafe Wilkinson.
Look at the left side and the right side of the offensive line just pushing the Raleigh-Durham defensive back, and that's just attitude football. Very aggressive on first down, good positive yardage.
Wilkinson and Stedman come out of the ball game now, the linebackers. Two new defensive backs come in. They're in a dime package for Raleigh-Durham on 2nd down and 6. This is Johnson, bounces outside, and he's not going to get the first. Now, there are some folks here that are starting to boo. They didn't like that call. Tackle made by Quentin Riggins.
Well, it's not a bad call considering they bring in 6 defensive backs. They take out 2 linebackers. In that situation, you want to run the ball because they don't have the good people against the run on the field.
11-19 remaining in the ball game. 3rd down and 2. He said, "Come on, Rick," and it worked. Johnson's got the first.
Michael Proctor was giving Ricky Johnson encouragement as he handed him the ball. See right here, it's another isolation play, and right there, Michael Proctor says, "Come on, Rick." He gets enough for the first down.
Do you ever do that?
As I hand him the ball? Yeah. Occasionally.
You push him too. Flags fly everywhere here.
Number 67, offense, still first down.
That's Kevin Leitner, number 67 out of Nebraska. Once he starts moving, it's hard to stop him. He's 6'2", 300 pounds. This is Sargent. Sargent to the 47-yard line, taken down by a whole host of Raleigh-Durham players.
Slot right, slide Y option.
He's calling the play, but he doesn't sound like he believes
right,
it.
Check slide, Y option, 0-1, 0-1.
Y option, look for the tight end. KD down on an option play.
Love, 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 love. Set, blue 19, blue 19, set.
Johnson's loose to the 30-yard line.
Ricky Johnson's doing it all tonight for the machine. Michael Proctor makes a good read. It was Y option. KD Dunn goes down in zone coverage. 2 linebackers jump on KD Dunn. He makes a good decision throwing out into the flat to Richard Johnson, who breaks a tackle, makes a good run down the line of down the sideline.
Johnson can ramble. He's 205 pounds. He's winded right now.
He's tired. Give him a break, coach.
2 years of NFL experience with the Cardinals. Here's his replacement, Darrell Harris. And Harris is down to the 20-yard line. Darrell Harris. Now Harris is another guy with pro experience. He had over 1,000 all-purpose yards his rookie year with the Vikings and was 5th in the National Football League in kickoff returns. Time now becoming a factor. 8:50 remaining in the ball game. First down, Montreal. Outstanding play by Mike Estes. Stops Darrell Harris in his tracks.
Estes just beats his guy inside, right at the point of attack, making a nice quick move to the left side of the offensive lineman, coming around and making a good tackle for a loss.
Second down and 13. Johnson back in the ball game. He's the guy in motion. Oh, nice move by Proctor. Down inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 8.
Michael Proctor's doing a great job of running the football tonight. Drops back, looking for his receiver, sees an opening to the left side, goes for it. Look at his cut back inside. Another cut. Big gain. Showing very good leadership tonight, Tim.
It'll be third down and 5. Proctor checks off. He says he sees the blitz. He says they're coming. They do bring the blitz, and they pick it up.
And there's a flag.
Pass interference. This time it's going to be called on Gerald Mack, number 29. I'm not so sure that ball was catchable, though. It was intended for Gary Cooper. And that'll give him the first down.
Michael Proctor checks off the line because there's no safety in the middle of the field. He checks off. He has one-on-one coverage out here on the outside. Tries to make the throw, but there's a holding penalty. Take a look right here.
Comes
Gets
right
the
up,
blitz.
locks on, he doesn't.
Hits him before the ball gets there.
Raleigh Durham shows blitz, they bring it. And Proctor overthrows Steve Williams.
Michael Proctor has shown great awareness, especially when they bring 11 people up on the line of scrimmage to check off to a play that he could have hit for a touchdown.
4-5, check with me on 1. 4-5.
Check with me means he's going to check, I believe, to a running play, either to the strong side of the formation or the weak side.
90! 90!
He's changing it to a pass play.
You're all over it. So are they. Touchdown, Montreal. K.D. Dunn. He saw it. You called it. They scored.
Ray Jackson got beat by K.D. Dunn in one-on-one coverage. He's a strong safety. He has the responsibility of covering a tight end man-to-man when they blitz. Michael Proctor checked off perfectly, throws a touchdown.
Finally, they do it. Nitmo with the extra point.
Take a look right here. See it's man coverage. Michael Proctor, 3-step drop. K.D. Dunn beats Ray Jackson inside, one-on-one coverage right there. Good enough for a touchdown for the Montreal Machine.
Six minutes, 25 seconds remain in the ball game. Montreal has extended its lead to 15-6. Bjorn Nitmo ready to kick off. Hargrove and Clarkston Hines are deep from Raleigh Durham. This is Hargrove. Skyhawks need a big play. They don't get it. The machine is hot. That's Jamie Gray with the tackle. Time now becomes a factor, Danny.
Well, with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game, very important drive for Raleigh Durham.
Boy, that's an understatement. First down, Skyhawks. The pitch back to Birch. Swarmed under and out. Let's go down to Michael. What's shaking, Mike?
I'll tell you what's shaking. This guy right here, Michael Proctor. Dan Marino and Tim Brandt speculated. You checked off on that. What did you do on that play?
Well, we came in open set, and I saw they was bringing the house. Free safety was out the middle, so we checked our audible of 90. We got a read by the tight end.
Now, I know Coach gave you quite a pep talk at halftime. What has it done to this team?
Oh, we just needed to wake up. Coach is a very laid-back type guy, and hey, when he got upset, he just laid the law down, and we got to come out here and perform now.
All right, they're on their way. Back to you, Tim.
All right, Mike, second down and 11 at the 14. The play clock has expired, and so a delay of game penalty will move them back even further.
The quarterback, no matter what the situation is and what he may be thinking about, always has to keep his eye on that 25-second clock to make sure he has enough time to get the play off. The helmet cam. Shelton.
Second and 16 from the 9. Pizzo fires up to the 15. At least it will give him some breathing room. But John Birch, number 21, is nailed by Dan Murray.
Zone coverage. Pizzo had a lot of time to throw, but it was good coverage in the secondary by the machine. They've dropped 8 people, 3-man rush, spread him out. He had to throw it underneath for a short gain.
Dan Murray in 2 years played with 5 NFL teams. Third down and 10. Pizzo pulls it down. Now walks out of bounds. Well, Montreal had 6 defensive backs.
The only problem with that play, Tim, is when you roll out to one side or the other, especially when it's 3rd and 10, it cuts down on the area of the field where you can get guys open. Usually what you want to do is spread everybody out and use the entire field.
The problem with that play was it didn't work.
That could be one of the reasons.
Peter Bush, number 1, to kick to Richard Shelton. Shelton calls for the fair catch. A 33-yard punt. The machine with the lead and excellent field position. That's the time remaining.
Hey, yeah, I was up there catch. I was going to run that. I got killed on that one. Yeah.
Problem right here, when you roll out on 3rd down like Pizzo does, he cuts down on the field that he has to operate, and right here is the only area he has to throw the ball. And you see when he's rolling out right here, 2 deep safeties by the Montreal machine. When he rolls right here, stop it. He comes inside, you see everybody react up, and he only can throw it in this area. Continue it, and you see there's just nowhere to throw it. That's the problem with rolling one way or the other in 3rd and 10.
First down machine, this is Johnson. He's having a big night, gets another gain here, down to the 45-yard line. Wilkinson with the tackle. But Johnson now over 90 yards. This is what Montreal has left. With this win tonight, should the score remain the same, they will have San Antonio and Orlando remaining, and they will be tied with New York, New Jersey in the North American East Division. And the Knights have the leg up because they beat them head-to-head. Good defensive play on Johnson that time. Again, it was, yeah, that's exactly right. It was the linebacker.
Well,
Zeke Gadsden.
Yeah, Raleigh Durham right now. I mean, they know that the machine is going to run the ball and try to run the clock out. Raleigh Durham is going to line up 11 people in line of scrimmage and blitz, try to make a turnover at the line of scrimmage and do something defensively.
Hey, Dan, how about this? Raleigh Durham has 19 yards rushing tonight. Johnson has over 90. Montreal's over 135.
Well, that's Montreal's game. They want to control the football, play good, solid defense, and good special teams.
And in all fairness, Raleigh Durham said they were going to pass, and that's exactly what they've been doing all night.
And they've had opportunities now. In the first half, they were down inside the 10 one time, did not score a touchdown, and that really hurt them going into halftime.
Hey, Dan, we got to get that guy. He's got your jersey.
He's excited. He must be a Machine fan, huh?
He's definitely a Marino fan. Can you tell me your jersey was missing?
Yeah, who stole it?
That guy.
Oh, get him.
3rd down and 10. We've got 3:38 remaining in the ball game. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, Michael Barkan, all with you at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. The Machine with the football.
3, left. Black 83.
They need 10. It's complete to Cooper. Peta Samuel knocked him out.
It's short of the first down, though, Tim. Michael Proctor checks off again. He saw 11 people at the line of scrimmage. He checked to a quick out pattern. He just didn't get enough for the first down. Take another look right here. Ball coming at you.
It's actually
a little high. Cooper.
It's a receiver's
Nice
fault,
catch.
right?
Well, not necessarily. It's a timing pass probably, because you see it was a 3-step drop. If the ball was thrown a little lower, he maybe was able to catch that ball, turn it up inside. The ball was high. He had to jump. The defensive player made a good play.
Chris Moore aiming for the corner. Tries to pooch it inside the 10. It hits and goes out at the 1.
What a punt.
Chris Moore out of the University of Alabama. Played with Tampa Bay in the NFL and appears to be headed back to the National Football League. 39-yard punt. Pooched it at the 1. Got a pretty fair golf swing, too. Join us next Saturday night here on USA Network for World League Football. The London Monarchs, unbeaten, travel to California to take on the Sacramento Surge. Live coverage begins at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. Trying to bang it ahead with John Birch. 3:15 remaining in the ball game. Raleigh Durham needs 9 points. They better do it quickly. Under 3 minutes now. 2nd down and 7.
Get a jam on him, man. Get a jam on him.
5 defensive backs. Steps up, incomplete. That pass was intended for Clarence Sier and broken up, but Tracy Simeon actually put the pressure on Pizzo, made that play work.
Still enough time for Raleigh Durham.
272, the link flag. Hurry up.
But they're doing the right thing by going to 4 wide receivers, trying to hit a big play, run all 4 receivers down. Most likely, Montreal is going to play zone coverage, try to catch one of these receivers in a zone, in the seam somewhere for a big play.
That's the play you don't like. This is Hargrove. He makes the catch and has the first. Pizzo now 4 for his last 13.
Timmy needs to get him on the line of scrimmage and get him running here. He has time. Try to get a play off before the 2-minute warning.
Raleigh Durham with 1 timeout remaining and the 2-minute warning. Clock right now at 2:15. Here's Pizzo again. Steps up, fires. Picked off by Shelton. Laterals it to Jones. And Jones tries to lateral again inside the 10-yard line.
Shelton's a big play guy. You know, when they throw in his direction, if he has an opportunity to intercept it, most likely he's going to make that play, and he did.
Hey, you want to see an interception through the eyes of the man who makes the pick? We're going to get one. First, let's watch it develop.
Pizzo steps up in the pocket, and the ball's just thrown behind him. Shelton, good catch. Alert play, lateraling it to Jones, who almost scores. And he tries to lateral it again, but the guy was out of bounds.
Here's what I want to see. Watch this. It happens quickly. 1st and goal at the 7.
That's the 2-minute warning, Tim, and it's a shame. Raleigh-Durham has had opportunities in this game to win the ball game, and they're just making a lot of mistakes on their own.
The overs continue. 2-minute warning.
Don't get mad now. Don't get...
They're partying in Montreal. Canadian folks enjoying the machine.
No!
2 minutes remaining in the ball game. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 7. Proctor to Johnson to the 5. Boy, you had to believe that law of averages would catch up with Raleigh-Durham, but it just hasn't.
Well, they've had their opportunities, Tim.
No question. They're in almost every ball game they play. They just can't make the close at the end.
Yesterday, Chris Moore, who made that great punt, we were with him yesterday, and he wanted us to mention to his wife his birthday today, Kim. He wanted to say happy birthday to you, Kim.
You just did it. Pretty good night, huh? Look at that. 47-yard average. Look, you know what he's doing right now? He's telling Michael, say, hey, wish a happy birthday to Kim, will you?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Guy wants some airtime.
He's having a good time.
Yeah, he is. A lot of birthdays going on. Let's go downstairs. Here's Michael.
You've been having a heck of a game with Chris Moore, the punter. And I want to know, are you inspired by the fact that it's your wife's birthday?
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. You know, we've been away from each other for a long time, and I just want to wish her a happy birthday and wish her brother-in-law Grant best wishes and to recover as soon as he can from that car accident.
Couple of words, real quick, about Marino and Brandt's golf game.
They're awesome. What can I say? No, we had a good time yesterday playing with them. I enjoyed it, and finally got a little of my money back from Dan, and he took from me last night.
All right, back upstairs.
Interception by Peta Samuel. So don't close the gate yet, but it would take a miracle at this point. 1 minute, 40 seconds left. It was intended for Mike Cador.
Michael Proctor just throws it behind Cador. See here, it's a 5-step drop. Samuel breaking on the ball, turns his head. Ball's behind him. It was good coverage. The problem here, running comebacks that close to the goal line, is the DB can use the goal line for protection to help him.
Well, I tell you, Roderick had a tough night.
Well, he was injured earlier. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I do too. We were just having some fun. 1st down and 10. Pizzo.
Sack.
Tracy Simeon. Number 53 with a sack. Simeon is on loan from the Kansas City Chiefs, and Carl Peterson, the general manager of the Chiefs, is here tonight to watch him. So there's one for you, Carl. Second down and 18 at the 12. Again, Pizzo feels the heat. And obviously so did Hargrove, because he drops another one.
Well, it's a shame. Pizzo's had a lot of balls dropped tonight. Played a good ball game.
How about the wait a minute play? Let's bring that in.
Wait a minute.
3rd and 18.
Well, let's wait a minute.
Okay, here's Pizzo with the bounce pass. Incomplete.
No, don't use it, because they might use it again down the line. Right?
He was intended for Clarkston Hines, underthrown. It'll bring up 4th and 18, so Pizzo obviously will stay in.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
A minute and 8 seconds remaining. Two games remaining, and Montreal jumps up into a tie for first place with New York, New Jersey. In head-to-head competition, the Knights beat the Machine.
And Coach Dussault right here. Must have gave a great pep talk, because team come out fired up, and obviously it worked because they won the ball game. Or it looks like they're going to win anyway.
You can put this one in the books.
Okay, I will.
So next week we see London, unbeaten. Are they that much better than everybody else in the league?
They're unbeaten, so I imagine they are, Tim. I haven't had an opportunity to see them play.
You know, when you talk to the coaches, they say talent-wise they aren't that much better, but they make fewer mistakes and let the other teams make them.
Right, that's the key really in this league. To have a quarterback that's not going to make mistakes, not going to hurt you, put you in bad situations, and play a little, the special team play is the thing I think that is not really up to the level it should be. And if you can play good special teams, not make mistakes, you're going to have a chance to win in every game.
Stan Gelball, their quarterback, he's been hot. Of course, those two teams headed for a showdown the final week of the season. Barcelona and London. That should be a good ball game. 4th down. They need a ton. Here's Pizzo. Throws deep. He's got Clarkston Hines with the completion all the way down to the 27-yard line. How about that?
Big play.
Gain of 61. Tackle made by Darrell Holmes.
Pizzo steps in, shows his arm strength, throws this ball about 50 yards in the air. Clarkston Hines comes inside, makes a nice catch. He jumps right inside of Darrell Holmes. Darrell Holmes really didn't locate the ball very well.
Flags fly. Clarkston Hines ranks 3rd in the league with a 20-yard average per catch. But he came into this game with only 18 catches. Now Pizzo threw a 62-yarder earlier in the game. This one's for 61.
Take a look at the ball flying through the air here. Then you'll see Darrell Holmes is not looking for the ball, but Clarkston Hines right here cuts inside, makes a catch. Holmes was out of position.
Well, you cannot allow that to happen with under a minute to play. 15-6 is our score. Montreal leads Raleigh Durham. One thing about Raleigh Durham, Skyhawks haven't quit. 0-7, they continue to play hard. Here's Pizzo again. Throws the out pattern. It's complete. Hines can get up and run. Goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 49 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, the Machine are probably going to play zone. They're playing 2 deep coverage. 5 guys underneath, rushing 4, trying to prevent a touchdown.
They'll stop this one. Illegal procedure.
With 43 seconds left, Pizzo needs to throw the next.
Start 71 offense.
He needs to
first down.
He needs to throw the next 2 passes somewhere into the end zone. Try to get a touchdown, onside kick maybe, and then throw that Hail Mary pass. Have a chance to win it.
.43 seconds left. 1st and 15. They run the draw. This is Brent Lowry, and he's inside the 15. So now they got to hurry up.
Use his timeout. If he has a timeout, use it.
They've got one. You're taking too much time here, I'll tell you. Inside 30 seconds. Pizzo drills it, intercepted. Intercepted by Osorio Jackson. And if it wasn't a sure thing before, it certainly is now.
I don't think Pizzo picked up Osorio Jackson, who was sitting right in the seam there in the zone. Hit him right in the chest with the ball. I don't think he located him here. Short 3-step drop. What Pizzo was doing was trying to throw it in the seam. Jackson sitting right in that hole makes the interception. Pizzo's had a rough night. Guys dropping the ball on him. He's thrown a couple interceptions, but he was working hard.
Montreal runs the clock play down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds. The Montreal Machine go to 4-4. Montreal will jump into a tie, first place in the North American East Division with New York, New Jersey. Last week they snapped a 3-game losing streak, beating Sacramento 26-23 in overtime. And tonight they come back
you hit yourself.
and didn't play that well, but they win 15-6.
Yeah, I got you. They almost had a strip on you. Who over here? On that punt return, you went right down that way. Or the second punt return, the third one, you broke it. Almost lost it? Well, no, I was trying to come from behind you. All right, man. All right, man. Good game.
Listening in to Richard Shelton.
You tough. Yeah, we trying to hang
his eyes. Hey, let's go downstairs.
Yeah,
Mike Marquand.
All right, Tim, I'll tell you, this guy's still not satisfied. You know, you're not smiling yet. You gave him a rousing talk before the game. Then at halftime, I just put my ears out. They were on fire. They just settled down. Why are you not happy with the win?
Well, I think that, if we want to go where we want to go, we need to play better. I give all the credit to the other team. They played very well. But we need to start putting points on the board when we start moving on offense. I think that at time we're looking for too many excuses.
What do you think that little pep talk did at halftime?
Well, I don't know if it was a pep talk, but I know this is the first time I speak in English without any mistakes. So obviously I had to use some banned words.
What about your player, your quarterback, Michael Proctor? The quarterback situation has been tenuous throughout the season. You have Michael in. He had a fairly solid game for you.
Well, Michael played well. Every time he's going to have a chance to play, he's going to get better and better. And again, we cannot question the effort on our team. We just question the smarts at time. And as coaches, we need to do a better job.
How's it feel to be tied for first place right now with 2 games to play?
Well, I think that, we have to take the game one by one. And obviously, we're pleased to be in first place. But I'm surely not pleased the way we played tonight.
The Journal de Montreal named Ricky Johnson player of the game. What are your thoughts on his performance this evening?
Well, Ricky played very well. It took him a little while to get it going. But I think he's a solid player, and the thing is that his blocking assignment are always done right, and that we're very pleased with that.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Smile just once. There we go. Tim, back to you.
All right, Michael Johnson, 22 carries, 88 yards.